Welcome back. For today's cereal, we're gonna be going through all of my blushes and bronzers. This is a part 2 of my makeup collection series. If you want to see part 1, I will go ahead and link that down below for you. In my first video, I showed all of my foundations, primers, and my sunscreen. But not only did I just show my products, I did speed quick reviews on all of the single products that I own. And mind you guys, I love these products to heart. So these are some good reviews. You don't want to miss that. Just click that video after this one. Subscribe, like the video, and let's just jump on into it. So let's go through powder blushes first. These are the Essence Pure Nude Baked Blushes. These blushes are so high-end. I love this one here. This one's in the shade Berry Cheeks, one of my all-time favorite blushes. These glide on so nice and smooth on the skin. I mean, look at that sheen right there. This one is in the color Bold Heart. It is the most beautiful peach color. It doesn't have a lot of shimmers as much as this one, but it's such a stunning color for the springtime. Look at that. It is so pretty. These are around $4 and they perform just like any high-end blush. This one is the Butter Blush from Precision Formula. This one's in the shade Vintage Rogue. Love this color. Very buttery, very soft. This is the Milani Romantic Rose Blush. Oh my gosh, this is like coming out. Let me try to put it back in there. It's very pretty. It's a rose tone, almost leaning sort of peachy. This lighting is just not giving today. This one's definitely more on the matte side. So I feel like there's no way to hit pan on this. I mean, look how much is left in here. I just want to eat it. It's like a cracker. I hope to hit pan on this someday. Classic Luminoso. I've had this in my collection for over 5 years. It just gives the most prettiest sheen ever. This reminds me of the Rare Beauty ones, the new ones that came out, and it is soft and buttery. I feel like this just gets better over time. I am not gonna get rid of this one. It expires when I say so. This is my top #1 powder blush in my collection. I've raved about this one for so many years now. When I didn't have my vanity because I was moving around so many times, this was the go-to blush that I would use every single day. This one is Buxom in the color Dolly. It's their Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush. Very pretty rosy color, and it has the most prettiest sheen. It blends like an ultimate dream on the skin. This just makes your cheeks look so pretty and just so rosy with the most beautiful kiss cheek look. I love this one for every day. This is like my ride or die favorite blush. But this one is from Persona. This one's in the shade Caramel. It's their super blush. Such a pretty color. This was gifted to me, and I do not have a blush like this in my collection. This is the most prettiest Cherry Girl Red, but it's not too much. This one's in the shade Blush Mono. I don't like a whole entire pigment of red on my cheeks, but this one blends super softly into the skin. It is a matte formula, and it just gives you the most perfect Cherry Girl blush moment. It blends really easily with the most prettiest pigment, perfect color payoff. They sell Olac at Walmart and also on Amazon. This is a classic. This one's from Burt's Bees. This was in the color Toasted Cinnamon. Beautiful peach color, but it gives you that sun warm tan bronzy glow. This was gifted to me by one of my best friends. They don't sell this anymore. I don't know if they sell some of these colors individually, but this one's from Tarte. It comes with 7 different blushes and a highlight. This one here, the shade Kindred, is the one that I've used the most. Just that perfect color for every day. I mean, like, look at that shade right there. Such a pretty shade. Tarte has some of the best blush formulas. I just love all of these blushes. I've been using this one a little bit more now in the summer. This one's in the shade Heated. It is a beautiful bright coral peachy shade. And then you have the highlight, which is called Spirited. It's actually a really nice highlight. I really like this one. I do have this one from Rare Beauty. This one's in the shade Happy. It is just the most beautiful combination of a highlight with the most gorgeous pop of shimmer, and it just gives you that beautiful pink glow. Love that one. Oh, this lighting is just terrible. Up next is my powdered bronzers. Of course, hit pan on this one. This is a classic. It's the original packaging. I've had this in my collection for like 5 years. This is the butter bronzer. There is just something about this bronzer that I just can't get enough of. This is the Maybelline City bronzer. It's a little bit more on the warmer side. It does have a tiny little bit of specks of shimmer in there that gives you that perfect bronze glow. This is the Milani Silky Matte in the color Suntan. It has a little bit more of that red undertone in there. It's very nice, soft, silky, buttery formula. beautiful warm tone, but not too warm tone. I love a bronzer that's not way too warm tone, but I don't want to look cool tone dead either. So this one's a very pretty one. Don't sell this anymore. She did discontinue it. She closed down her brand. This one's in the shade Vitamin D. I love how this smells. Very matte. Up next is my cream bronzer. So my all-time favorite cream bronzer is the Mario Sculpting Stick. This one's in the shade Medium. I love this formula. It blends super easily to the skin. It's not too cool tone and not too warm tone. It's right in between. The perfect pigment payoff. This was my everyday bronzer at one point when I didn't have a makeup vanity. This one is from Nude Sticks. This is their Bondi Bay Nudies Matte cream bronzer. Comes with this side. I never use this side. I have been loving this one lately. So we got the Mario one here and the Nude Sticks here. Definitely a little bit more on the warm side. Beautiful soft matte formula. Reminds me a lot of this one, but it has its own thing. The viral LYS bronzing stick. This one's in the shade Harmony. These are nowhere to be found, guys. You have to get on a wait list and get emailed that the item is in stock because it just sells out incredibly quickly, which is really bad, by the way, for a brand. Like it's not good when you're selling out quickly. I mean, it's great, but like it's like if you can't keep up with demand, what's the point? This is the most creamiest bronzing stick. Wow. It looks crazy, but it actually blends out so nicely on the skin, and very, very warm tone, perfect for the summer. Blends like butter on the skin. And this one is new to my collection. Very easy formula to blend. And I also have this Rare Beauty Warm Wishes bronzing stick. This one's in the shade Bright Side. It's a very cool tone bronzer, but it just meshes into the skin into a beautiful soft matte finish. And it's just one of the most easiest bronzers to blend. This is my cream blush collection. So these two here are from Merit Beauty. They gifted me these a while back. I love how effortlessly these are to blend. These do not give that much pigment, but it's more for that clean girl, very minimalistic makeup look, but they blend really pretty. You can blend them with your fingers. This one is in the shade Berry Hills. It's a beautiful peachy shade. This one's in the shade Raspberry Barrette. This one's a beautiful formula. It looks crazy, but when you blend it out, it blends seamlessly to the skin. It's so pretty. They are a little bit on the dewier side, not to say that it's greasy. This one's the Undone Beauty Lip to Cheek palette. This one's in the shade Rosewood. A pretty dark peach color. You can use this for both lips and cheek. I feel like Undone Beauty is not talked about enough, and they are great dupes for even the Patrick Ta blushes. Look how pretty that shade is. And it just blends out so easily. Such a nice warm tone color for the summer. Rare Beauty, I have these two Stay Vulnerable Melting Blushes. This one's in the shade Nearly Apricot. I think this is my second one of these. Love this one. Super easy to blend out. Gives you the right amount of pigment. The most beautiful apricot shade. And it's so easy to use with your beauty blender. It melts into a soft matte formula. Gorgeous. And this one's in the shade Nearly Berry. I don't use this one nearly enough. Oh, no pun intended. This one is really pretty for the fall time. These formulas are creamy, but they blend into like a soft matte. Like in this, see how soft matte it just blends in? Super pretty. My favorite Patrick Ta blushes. This one's in the shade Not Too Much. It is the perfect everyday shade. It comes, of course, as you know, Patrick Ta comes with both. You get a lot for the product. And it's just the most beautiful, everyday, gorgeous peachy shade. Look how pretty that shade is, guys. His formula is incredible. There's just nothing better than Patrick Ta, in my opinion. This one's in the shade Just Enough. This is the most beautiful baby doll pink. I mean, look how pretty that is. And what I love about this one is that it has this gorgeous sheen. Let's see. I have no more room in my skin. Guys, tell me that is not stunning. Look at that sheen. And I'm applying the cream on top. Look at that. Oh, tell me that's not gorgeous for the springtime. This one's in the shade Oh She's Different. I got this one in the fall time. Beautiful rose shade. This one is in the shade She's Flushed. This one is a little bit darker peach. And it is just so pretty. I think this is perfect for the everyday summer blush moment. Look at that color. It is so bronzy, so beautiful. Lastly, I have this one in the shade She's the Moment. Oh my goodness, guys. So pretty. Look at that apricot color, how pretty that color is. Let's add the cream on top. That's adding the cream on top. Look at that. Look at that vibrancy right there. Patrick Ta is everything. And I have this one from Milk Makeup. This is their Jelly Tint. in the color Chill. It is the beautiful red one. And guys, I love this one. This will stain your life away. And it just feels nice and cooling. They're very nice and easy to blend. My favorite way of using this is with the brush, but it feels like you have no blush on the skin. It just gives you the beautiful pop of red. Love this one for that cherry girl moment. These are all from Nude Sticks. They did have these half off on sale, so I took advantage. This one's in the shade Rusty Rogue. This one's in the Dewy formula. Look how dewy that is. Tell me that's not so pretty. It just gives you the most beautiful summertime pop in your cheeks. They're very easy to blend. This has become my favorite cream blush at the moment. This one's in the shade Sunkissed Pink. Tell me that is not the most perfect pink to wear. I have been obsessing over this one. So glad I got this one. This one's in the shade Dolce Darling. The Nudies Matte Luxe. So they look very similar, but they're different. This one's more deeper. For liquid blushes, we're going to start off with the Rare Beauty blushes. These are the 3 shades that I have. This one's in the shade Grateful. Gorgeous. And it just gives the skin the most beautiful cherry girl moment. As you can see, it blends really, really pretty into the skin. One of my favorite blushes for the wintertime and also for the summertime. Oh, this one's in the shade Love. It is a gorgeous terracotta shade. This one's in the shade Bliss. It is a very nice light peachy pink. Do have the entire e.l.f. collection for their camo liquid blushes. This one's in the shade Dusty Rose. This one's in the shade Pinky Promise. It's a very subtle peachy kind of pink. It's like not too cool tone, not too warm tone. I do want to compare it to this one. This one's leaning more on the fuchsia side, but this one's like that perfect soft rose pink. And this one's in the shade Peach Perfect. This one's in the shade Coral Crush. Gorgeous color for the springtime. This one's in the shade Suave Mauve. I absolutely love this for every day. And this one's in the shade Berry Well. Gorge Orange. It is the most beautiful gorge sunset orange. It is perfect for the summertime. This is the most beautiful, perfect rose petal pink in the shade Rosy Posy. Something about this Juvia's Place formula. Like, look how pretty that pink is. It's a literal baby doll and it's stunning. Very beautiful, easy formula to blend. I'm so sad that this brand decided to discontinue because I love Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the Jaclyn times Robin. This is her mom. A very pretty, soft powder, very silky formula. Love that one. The dupe for that one is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This one's in the shade Light. I just got this one recently. I did have this in my collection a very long time ago, but I gave it to my mom. So I did repurchase this because the Jaclyn Hill powder is obviously discontinued now, but I really love this powder. This does the same thing as the Jaclyn Hill one, but there's something about the Jaclyn Hill one that I don't know. I'm still trying to find the perfect dupe, but I think this is a great option as well. Again, same concept, very, very nice, silky, matte formula with a little bit of a tiny glow in there, so you don't end up looking super matte. And this one is a mini version of the Huda Beauty. This one's in the shade Peach Pie. I like how this performs. I think the smell is a little too much. Like, it smells like grandma a little bit. But I do want to continue trying this out. I did get this one in the Sephora sale and I got the mini version because I just wanted to try it out. I don't think this is a good color for me. I wanted something a little bit more brightening, but it does a really beautiful job of setting underneath your under eyes. That's what I usually use it for. Hides out all of the lines. I really like it so far. I have actually gotten so much use out of this one. This is a really pretty powder from Beauty Bakery. This one's in the shade Oat. And this is just an all-around perfect powder to bake, to set the entire face. It does have a lot of pigment to it, so it is definitely on the brightening side. It just feels like baking powder, that's it. So these are my powdered highlights. If you're looking for a highlight that is a big bang, this is the Benefit Cookie Highlight. It is really blinding. Buttery, soft. It is not a joke. This is beautiful for the inner corners as well. This is from the brand Jaclyn. I can't even talk. Jaclyn. This one's in the shade Bomb. It is just the most beautiful rose gold that just blends so nicely. It is soft. It is a beautiful silky formula, but it blends into like skin. I'm sad that they discontinued it. I think this is a good dupe for this one though. This is from Wet n Wild. I've had this in my collection since the start of my YouTube channel, which was in 2019. I really love this one, but I use this highlight mostly for this shade. There's something about this highlight that is just probably the best drugstore highlight, one of the best. It gives you that beautiful skin-like finish, like you're glowing from within. As you know, favorite highlight at the drugstore is the Essence Pure Nude Highlight. There's just something angelic about this one. It's not too much. That's what I love it. Like, it's not too much. It just gives you the right highlight. It makes you feel like you are glowing from within. This is a total dupe for the ambient lighting powder. This is the only Rare Beauty liquid highlight that I have. This one's in the shade Mesmerize. What I love is that it's just not too much. This glides on super gorgeous. It can be built up, and there's a ton of product in there. I definitely want to try to use this up. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you got to the end of this video, thank you. Stay tuned for part 3 of my makeup collection series. It's gonna be my lippy collection. Watch video number 1 and stay tuned for video number 3. See you on my next one, guys. Bye.